Hi, I'm Laura Starling with Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. So who do you call when there's a ghost in your neighborhood? Who do you call? You call Ghostbusters. And we have them here with us today. Ghostbusters. Hi, guys.
Hey!
So it's the Ghostbusters of North Carolina.
Yep. That is correct.
Yes, it is. Indeed.
Indeed. How do you get involved with the Ghostbusters of North Carolina?
Ghostbusters are born, they are not made.
Court order. No, I'm kidding.
That's restraining order.
Have some real cool parents.
Yeah. Good upbringing.
Good upbringing?
Yeah.
Just a little bit wackadoodle helps.
So, as far as your Ghostbusters, is it a non-profit organization? Is it
All volunteer basis.
Yes.
all
Yep.
voluntary
All
basis? So, were y'all Ghostbuster fans growing up?
Absolutely.
At the age
Oh,
of
yeah.
5.
At the age of 5?
Yes, ma'am.
What type of events you guys attend?
I think pretty much everything. We do
Comic-Con.
parades and conventions, and I know for me, I love doing the hospital visit. It's a really wonderful experience to sort of feel like you're giving a little something back, because the kids look at you no different than maybe believing in Father Christmas or the Easter Bunny or something. It's sort of almost magical. For me, it's a very hair on the back of your neck standing up experience to see the kids just be stunned or shell shocked when they realize that, like, what, Ghostbusters are real?
Exactly.
You know? Because I mean, everybody tries really hard with our level of authenticity. So it's not just guys in like bad Halloween outfits. You know, it's a very real experience to them, and that makes it very grounding for me to appreciate that you have a lot of things in your life that can mean a lot to you, and sometimes those kids may or may not, you know.
Yeah, especially when you go to the children's hospitals and, you know, they're hooked up to machines and they're dealing with a lot of adult diseases that they're not understanding. They don't know why they're going through something, and we come in and we roll up in there and just bring some levity to the situation and, you know, put a smile on their face and take them away from that situation for even a minute.
How do you keep from getting emotional when you're going to the children's hospital and you're seeing these kids?
The first event that I went to, and it was also, for me, it was a lot of trial by fire. I just met Kevin and Matt for the first time, Chris. We did a special needs class with a range of children in ages, groups, backgrounds, ethnicities, with all different either physical or mental handicaps and disabilities. But the thing that was uniform about that, it didn't matter from the people that could barely walk or barely talk. When we said, who are you going to call, every single one of them yelled Ghostbusters.
How do they know that?
I don't know. I think that I've been amazed to see, it doesn't, I feel like a broke record saying it sometimes, that kids of all ages, they can be Latino, they can be white, they can be black, they can be Asian, they can be 3 years old, and they come up and tug your flight suit and go, hey mister, are you a Ghostbuster for real? And it's just incredible that it seems to cross all of the boundaries. When you think about the craziness in the world, that has that universal admiration or love, regardless of what the background of the parents or the kids. We have 80-year-old, you know, women coming up going, oh, my kids love it. And I remember taking my grandkids to see it, and they're grown up now because they've got their own kids, you know. It just seems to cross all the boundaries. I don't understand how it unifies so many people when it's a franchise that isn't talked about as much as like Star Wars or Star Trek or something like that.
Have you guys had anyone ever give you guys a call and say, I have real ghosts, can you come and take care of them?
I know we've gotten Facebook messages for sure about that. We had one young kid, we tried to direct him, get him some help. He thought his mom was doing stuff. Turns out he was in a treatment facility and got hold of Facebook somehow. So we tried to get him directed.
I've been stopped in gas stations, I mean, anywhere that you're sort of coming back from an event and you're still wearing your flight gear. And some people are just desperate because they believe they have something going on in their home or at their place of business. And luckily I have a good friend who's a real paranormal investigator. So I always refer them to her, and hopefully her and her crew can take care of it.
Oh my gosh.
So it's, you know, I certainly wouldn't want to lead somebody on by pretending that we could rid some kind of evil spirit from their home.
Well, what is your second most? Because I know the Children's Hospital is your first most favorite community service project. What is your second most?
Recently, one of our members did a it was a program where he collected a lot of different resources like hygiene products, like toothpaste.
Dr. Joshua Gray.
Yeah, Dr. Gray. And he basically packaged it all together, and he would walk around with the homeless folks in downtown cities, and he would hand them out and just, here you go. Goodwill gestures to say, hey, you guys aren't, minimalized in our city, you aren't marginalized. We think about you too. We understand you're not doing the greatest, so here's something to help you out. Wow. And so that's one of my favorite ones that I've seen. Chris, or Dr. Greer, every year goes and does Special Olympics. He helps raise monies for them.
Yeah, well, some of us, like Dr. LaRue, myself, and a couple of others, we'll go up to Virginia Beach. We'll help raise money for the Special Olympics, and we'll take the polar plunge.
The polar plunge?
Yes. And the waters in the beach are freezing cold. The water may be cold, but you're doing something productive and positive for people in need.
Absolutely. So is there ever a time you guys don't feel so Ghostbustery?
Yeah, I mean,
That's a new word.
Ghostbustery.
Blustery, if you're not feeling it. We're only human, you roll into an event or an appearance or something, and you may not be feeling, as, myself, just 100%, fantastic, but you get to that event and you set that aside and you realize why, as a group collectively, we're there for that event. It's not about us. We don't do it so we get famous or try and get money or paid or anything like that. We do it because it brings positive feelings, we call it positivity, to our community or to the kids at the hospital, or somebody who's homeless. We try and put a smile on their face and give them some resources. It's not about us, and you set that aside so that even if you don't feel 100% or super Ghostbustery, you kind of put that persona on and you share that positivity that we come together and make.
I think, to piggyback on that, I think for me it's driving home late at night, maybe after a 15, 16, 17 hour day, and people are yelling at you and not paying attention to the road and swerving in front of you trying to get a picture. I think I'm about my last nerve at that point. And I think the tendency is to hurl profanity out the window. But because you never quite know who's filming what and what's going to end up on YouTube, it's a great place to check yourself and make sure that you don't bring the franchise down or become, like a disgruntled celebrity that's just yelling at somebody. But to everybody out there watching, anyone who's ever ran me off the road at 11 o'clock at night, thanks, buddy.
That's right. So how long does it take you guys to put these uniforms on?
Well, I mean, if you served in any of the armed forces, some of us have used some of our own flight suits that were in the military.
Not very long. Couple minutes.
Yeah. You just throw it on.
Yeah. It takes longer to debadge it so that it can be washed and then rebadging it when it's clean.
So is the Ghostbusters of North Carolina, is this an all boys club?
Shoot, no.
No, we do have females. We do have a couple of children from
Junior Ghostbusters.
Yeah, Junior Ghostbusters. Dr. Sellers, Flanagan, Dr. Gray,
Kat,
her kids.
Yeah.
It's definitely not.
Several women in the group. Some of them participate like pretty much all the time, the group's spread out across the entire state of North Carolina, so some people can be 4 or 5 hours away. You can't do every single event, so you do what you can.
So how many of the Ghostbusters in North Carolina, how many guys?
Members?
How
it's
many?
30 plus, yeah.
30 plus.
Yeah,
so about how many events do you have normally on a weekend?
Yeah, last October I think we did over 60 events that were
in October.
Especially during the week too.
Yeah, because we'll do all kinds of events. We'll do, if it's for a good fundraiser for a charity, we'll do that. We'll come and make an appearance for kids. We'll, show up to just a ice cream store, and we show up and
we showed up for a wedding.
Yeah, showed up for 2 weddings, 3 weddings.
We did a wedding. Was it 3 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago?
A couple of weeks ago.
So y'all have insiders to tell you guys where everything is happening, or
how does
it happen?
People contact the Facebook page. They then can leave us a message or send us an email that goes to one of their representatives, and then it gets filtered down to people that may be closer to that area from a proximity standpoint, so that it makes sense. And people agree, we sort of put the feelers out, see who might want to do it. An event topic gets created, and then people sign up to do the event.
Well, can you guys tell us how fans can follow you?
We have a Facebook page, Ghostbusters of North Carolina. You can follow us there. You can check out pictures. You can share the pictures you've taken with us. We've also got Twitter and Instagram. Make sure to check us out there. And we've also got business cards with a contact number on it.
Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to hang out with us. I mean, I'm so excited to finally meet you. I've been all through your Instagram, all through your social media, just seeing all the great events that you guys are doing. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
So guys, this is the end of our show. I'm Laura Starling, and this is Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. See you next time. Bye, guys.
If there's something strange in your neighborhood, who you gonna call? If it's something weird and it don't look good, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters.
My name is Kionna White, and I am a model. I grew up in Monroe, North Carolina. I have one sister, no brothers. A special memory that I have growing up is being around my family, hanging around my cousins. Someone who introduced me to fashion would be Candace the model. Watching her teach others how to be themselves and walk the runway is what inspired me. I realized I wanted to be a model when I noticed that I was different from everybody else. My freckles is what made me stand out from others. Something that interests me about the modeling industry is being able to express myself in different forms, wearing different styles of fashion. If I had to choose, I would do print photography over runway, because being in front of the camera and watching the flash gives me a chance to express different emotions. The number one compliment that I hear all the time is, "I love your freckles." You have beautiful freckles. A part of my body that I like the most would be my face, because it stands out the most. That's the first thing that people notice on me. My skin regimen, I just drink water. I don't really wear much makeup. A special talent that I possess is doing my hair. I do my own hair because I feel like I know how I want it, and I can do it the way that I like. On a rainy day, I like to listen to music or cuddle up in bed, watch movies on Netflix. If I had to describe myself in 3 words, I would say I'm beautiful, I'm different, and I'm strong. A goal that I like to achieve in the modeling industry is to overcome my fear of crowds. I want to be able to walk the runway and show them who Kionna is. In the next 5 years, I see myself on a billboard somewhere.
Queen City Fame, Model Spotlight, Kionna White. I'm Laura Starling, and this is Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. She is a mother of 3, 2 times award-winning author, relationship coach, motivational speaker, and the host of QC Up Close with Urban Times. A Renaissance woman, Miss Latise Howie. Hi, Latise.
Hey, Laura. You just don't even understand how excited I am to be doing Queen City Fame.
So who is Latise Howie?
Latise Howie is a woman who is living her authentic life, I tell you, and honestly decided to live my authentic life in my 40s, and decided that I was not going to allow, the lack of anything stop me from doing the thing that I was designed to do. And so I had a a lot of different things happened to make me decide that I wanted to be authentically me. So at the end of it all, you know, I am a lover of God, I am a mom, I am now this author and all these other things that I do, but I am truly authentically Latise M. Howie.
So when did you start writing? Because you said that you started to live your authentic life in your 40s.
Yeah.
Did you start writing prior to that and just didn't stay with it? I mean.
Yeah. I was in college when I wrote my very first book. And I never, you know, published it because I believe at this point that I had not lived long enough to be able to contribute, because what I've figured out in my authentic self is that I don't write just to entertain, you know, I write to inspire. I am designed to help people do the thing that they're designed to do, right?
Right.
And so at the end of the day, that book that I wrote all those years ago about 7 college students, it was just entertaining, but it wasn't going to be giving anybody anything, you know? And so back then, it was a hobby. I was always told that I was a good writer, you know, and then just decided that, you know what?
That you were going to do
jump
something.
out there, yeah.
So what was the catapult to make you say now or never?
It was the death of my best friend's husband. And, you know, I tell everybody, Billy left here with some things that he wanted to do. He is my dedication in my very first book, Elevator Silence. Billy Meisenheimer Jr. I love you, guy. I always will. Lou, you know what it is. But I feel like Billy, he was 39, you know?
That's young.
Exactly. Yeah. And he left here with some things that he, I'm sure, still wanted to do. But, you know, just we put things off. We're so afraid to jump. And I said, you know what?
I can't be afraid anymore.
No more, you know?
Yeah.
So I wrote the first book in 2014, put out the second book, Sidetracked, later that year in October of 2014. And then October of 2015, I released the last part of that trilogy. So
that's what I want to talk about, because you're 2 times award-winning author of the Chronicles trilogy.
Yes.
Elevator Silence, Sidetracked, Highways, Intersections and Exits. Tell me about the Chronicles, starting with Elevator Silence.
Okay, so
that's intriguing.
Elevator Silence is really dope because this is how the title came about. I was literally in an elevator in South Carolina. I was at the beach, and I was pretty much on this whole sabbatical. Ladies, take sabbaticals for yourself. You don't know, they are freeing, and my mother told me that. Yeah. But I was writing, and so I took, I was on the elevator getting ready to like go to my room, and it was claustrophobic. I mean, people had just come off the beach, so it was sand on the floor. It was crowded, and I was like, just get me out of here, because you know you almost want to hold your breath because you don't want to breathe the air. Exactly.
Right.
And so that door opened, and I walked out, and I exhaled, just, you know, vividly. And then I thought, elevator silence. Life is like that. It can be awkward in that way, you know, and you just want to get to the next level so you can exhale and walk it on out, right?
Right, exactly.
And so that's where elevator silence came from. Sidetracked, man, you know, Sidetracked came about just because when we think we know everything and we think we have it all together,
figured out,
boom, something happens.
That's right.
And you are thrown off your path, you know? And so I thought, wow, you know, that happens to us because in the first book, they were getting it together.
Yeah.
They were doing everything, right?
Right.
But then, you know, life continued to happen, and you have to figure out what you're actually made of when you get sidetracked.
And if you can adjust.
That's right.
Yeah.
Can you redirect, you know?
That's right.
And so Highways, Intersections, and Exits are, and I love that book because, oh my gosh, the characters truly develop. The highways are the things that they continue to go through. Those intersections are the people that they meet. And those exits are necessary, whether you want them to exit or not. You know, it can be a God exit, you know, things that are inflicted on you or things that you inflict upon yourself, you know.
That's right.
And so at the end of the day, we all have that journey. you know, that we have to encounter, and where these ladies end up, where the men in their lives end up, where their children end up. Well, these 3 books happened because of 2 of the worst relationships. I call it the worst, but now they are truly probably some of the best things that ever happened to me, because God allowed me to really, you know, use those experiences to pour into these novels.
You were voted Best Inspirational Author and received a Gospel Image Award. What was the first thing that went through your mind when you received the honor?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, God. You know, thank you for, and I don't want to get emotional, but I can't help it because I know that none of this has ever been about me. Okay?
Right.
It's about who I'm designed to touch, you know, who I'm supposed to touch. The thing that I'm designed to do is I'm supposed to help as many people, you know, get to the place that they're supposed to get to, you know? And so I was just so thankful that God trusted me with the work.
Right.
And I'm so thankful that I decided to say yes finally.
So is there a 1, 2, 3 step for couples? You know, what you need to do if you're in a relationship and they're coming to you?
Well, I will tell you, my relationship coaching starts number 1 with loving yourself first. Because self-love is not selfish. That is my slogan, you know, when I'm talking to women, talking to men, whoever. Because if you are not at a place where you can love on you, you don't need to be going and messing up nobody else's life. Okay? You will be messing up somebody else's life if you are not good enough at this point.
So you're releasing your first play of the Chronicles trilogy stage play this year.
Yes. Well, actually, we know that it is going to go into production this year. The 1st of next year.
For anybody that just joined us, you an author, relationship coach, mentor, and mom of 3.
Yes.
You know the song "I'm Every Woman"?
Anything you want done, baby.
I do it naturally. You do it naturally.
Well, I do it because I am blessed to do it. I am a vessel. That's it. You say I'm every woman.
Yeah.
I just try to be one day better.
Well, you're a mom also, so we're going to bring your kids on because I want to talk to them a little bit, see what they think about their Renaissance mom. So we have your lovely babies on here because we said you are a mom of 3 adults now.
Adults. Yes. I can't believe it. They are adults. This is Tony. This is my actress. And this is Beverly. This is my jack of all trades. And then this is my athlete and Yusuf. He's my athlete and actor and just, you know, all around good kids. So,
you know, because your mom is like doing everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Like author,
Yeah.
author, motivational speaker, relationship coach, host of a show. Do you find that there's a lot of pressure on you guys to be just like her?
I wouldn't say pressure. I would say it's kind of like a challenge to rise to the occasion. Because like everybody in our family, we have like such a cool dynamic. Everyone has something going for themselves. So it's like we're constantly trying to be the best version of us. Yeah. Which is refreshing because it's like we can't stay stagnant where we are.
I would say I put more pressure on myself than I think anybody puts on me. But I think that's just human nature. I think that's the greatest part, especially, you know, with our mom being a single mom. Like, she is literally leading by example. So we have no choice but to be the best that we can be because we watch this lady right here every day. I don't feel pressured by her at all. I actually feel encouraged and never discouraged to do exactly what it is I want to do. So,
and you're actually acting right now.
Yes.
Yeah, so you just landed a role.
Yes.
In the new play Eclipse.
Yes.
So what is your role in the new play?
Well, I play character number 1. It is a play about 5 Liberian women during the Second Liberian World War. It was written by Denai Gurira, and I play number 1. You later find out that her name is Helena, and it is with a brand new sheriff production.
This one is the business mind. This one also acts. So I feel like this. I'm creating an empire, okay? And what I want is for my children, if they don't want to work for anybody, they will work for Howie Enterprises, because I'm building a legacy. Yes. And I want them to have generational wealth at this point. Yes. And so I want him to hone his craft. He's a brilliant kid, but you know, he loves football, but he also loves the arts. He's an actor, you know, and a very good actor. He's a good actor. You know, Inspire the Fire. I sit on that board, and that's how I got involved in it, because my son, you know, loves theater. And then I have my daughter she comes home, she does my makeup, she does my nails, she is our business mind.
Well, thank you guys so much.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Now, where can fans follow you?
You guys can find me on Facebook at Latise M. Howie. All of my social media platforms, I make it super easy. Latise M. Howie on Twitter, Latise M. Howie on Instagram, Latise M. Howie on LinkedIn. I'm everywhere. And you can go to latisemhowie.com as well. That's where you can find me. Yes.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. It has been an absolute joy. And you are truly a Renaissance woman. And hey guys, this has been our show. This is Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. See you next time.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl Nayomi Charnelle, and I am the diva with the T, and that's T-E-E, True Entertaining Empowerment. Here for Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. You have tuned into the Underground with my very special guest, Marcus Allen.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for taking time out to join your girl here on the Underground.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes, so let's get into it. I want to know all about you.
All right, let's do it.
So what moment was it that you realized that you wanted to sing?
Wow. The moment I realized I wanted to sing was when I sang in front of the whole school when I was in 7th grade.
What did you sing?
I Believe I Can Fly by R. Kelly.
That's a challenging song.
Yeah, you gotta come with it if you're gonna sing it, you know?
How would you describe your style? If someone said, Marcus Allen, what is your style? What would you say?
If I had to describe it, I would say I mix the old with the new, and that's just what it is. It's like gumbo, it's like R&B gumbo, you know?
Tell us, what would you find is the most challenging about being in the music industry?
I think the most challenging thing about being in the music business is that you have to have patience, and it takes a lot of sacrifice,
Now, you've opened up for Tank and Drew Hill.
Yeah.
Walk us through that experience.
I mean, every opportunity that I have to grace the stage with people I've looked up to, you know, I see it as a major blessing.
Let's talk about your album.
Oh man, I love that album. I mean, I feel like it's my best work to date. It's all about the ins and outs, the ups and downs of love, falling in love, falling out of love, going through the process of healing, having a good time, living life, and getting to know yourself better. I think that's why it's so dear to my heart. This is the album I didn't hold anything back. A lot of times in the past, you know, I'd be like, I don't know if I should do this. I don't know if I should do that. I don't know if I'm ready to say this or say that. This album, I just let it all hang out.
What are your favorite songs on the album?
Oh man.
I know all of them, but.
Man. Baby, all I do is constantly think of you, 'cause you're always on my mind. Let's make it last a lifetime. That's all I do. Lover's Land, my brand new single. Go get that now. Digitally, it's everywhere. And I have to say, No Lie, Doing Your Thing. Man, it's a lot of records that I love. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. It's everywhere, all for you. Y'all make sure y'all check it out by Marcus Allen.
Who would you like to collaborate with in the future?
Wow. Who I look to work with in the future is I'm definitely gonna try to work with Tank. We got some more shows coming up, so I'm definitely gonna try to get in there so we can work together. And then also Babyface. I would love for that to happen one day. So I'm gonna keep working and keep working and keep working. As young artists coming up, as artists coming into the game, we need people that's not afraid and that's willing to open the door and just say, hey, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. And let me show you how to get to it. You see what I'm saying?
That would be awesome. That would be amazing.
We definitely need that, for sure.
What projects are you working on?
Right now, what's very dear to me is Kids for Kids 843. That's where I'm from, Charleston, South Carolina. It's a nonprofit organization. Right now, we're working on back to school situation to where we're giving supplies and all these things to the kids. That's my heart right now, and I just want to make sure that we're giving back to my community because that's more important to me than anything.
Well, let everybody know how they can find your music and how they can find you.
For sure. If you guys want to get my music, definitely check me out on iTunes, Pandora, the whole nine. All digital platforms, Market Selling. My brand new album is out, All For You. My brand new single, we're dropping it right now. It's called Lover's Land. Y'all check it out. Market Selling, I love y'all. And you can also check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. MarcusSallenn.
Yes, you heard it here on the Underground Queen City Fame. We put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. You have just witnessed greatness here. I'm going to have you sing me out. How's that?
I'm fine with that.
All right, so hit it.
Baby, all I do.
I will see y'all later. I'm busy.
Constantly think of you.
Till next time.
You're always on my mind. Let's make it last a lifetime, baby.
Hey, it's your boy Jay the God on Queen City Fame, and this is Let's Find Out. And I am trying to find out where JT is. He's not here. He's not here. I'm alone in the universe. But you know what? The show must go on. So I'm gonna just keep rolling. If you just wanna follow me to the path to success without him, then that's great. I'm getting emotional. Speaking of emotional, what is this? It's evoking so many emotions out of me. Get this. Hey, excuse me. What's up? Hey, man, how you doing? I'm Jay the God. You know, Queen City Fame, Let's Find Out. Yeah. So, I noticed you dancing. You was killing it, by the way.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. What's got you hyped up?
Man, BW Sweets, man. I just had a cheesecake that was so amazing, man. It got me that urge just want to dance. And I just.
Oh, wow. Okay. What? Oh, you know what?
Man, go in there. Go. That's where it's at. Go.
Okay. Well, hey, let's find out. BW Sweets. Man, you fired. Like, what?
Bro, you always talking trash. You always talking smack. I'm a little late. You know, here in the Queen City, sometimes there's traffic.
Yeah, sometimes.
Look, this has been on the show. You already know who it is. It's your boy JT from Let's Find Out.
We already did the intro.
Yeah, we did your intro. Since you were on time, you can go first.
Such a gentleman.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, welcome to BW Sweets Bakery.
How you guys doing? We're Let's Find Out.
Alright, what's up?
We ran into a guy outside and he was dancing. He said, this is the place to go if you need sweets.
Absolutely.
And listen, as soon as I walked in, I smelled it. It smells delicious. It smells like you're eating already when you walk in this place.
You know what? You're right. I do. How did I not notice this? I was so focused on the scenery.
They have everything laid out. They have an ice cream sandwich.
Actually, my man, that's not ice cream. That is a cookie sandwich filled with buttercream frosting and roll-in sprinkles.
God.
Yeah.
Man.
So it's not ice.
It's not an ice cream. That's BW Sweets. Why?
BW Sweet stands for Bradley White. It's actually my son. He passed away from cancer back in 2011. So I named the business after him.
Wow. That's a great story. And it's very sweet, obviously, because it has the name Sweets in it.
Absolutely.
So you guys use the real stuff, no gluten-free. I want the real
Now
sugar.
we do offer gluten-free and sugar-free options for those who are health conscious. But everything you see here is not going to be gluten or sugar-free. These are certified Fat Man recipes.
Fat Man recipes. Did you hear that? These are for us fat people. If you want to come get your sugar rush on, BW Sweets is the place to go. Man, outspoken. He has mixed two of your most favorite things. Everybody loves Red Velvet and everybody loves Oreo. He said, I'll put them together. Boom.
He just whispered in my ear.
Yeah, I feel like I'm eating already.
Absolutely.
And you guys do custom cakes too, right?
Yeah. Absolutely, man.
We would love to try something to see if it's legit, because you guys know we're gonna let you know the truth. Is it good or is it not?
We will not lie to you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm gonna let you guys try 2 of our favorites. We're gonna try red velvet Oreo cheesecake.
Oh, I was hoping that would be the one.
Let's try that one. And we're also gonna let you try our classic fresh strawberry.
Oh, wow. Classic.
Yeah, so we're gonna try this cake now, man. Look, I just want to make sure.
Are you mobbing?
Listen.
He just tucked it in his shirt.
I like to be fancy when I eat. What can I say?
You hogging all the cake. Why is the cake on your side?
Oh, hold on.
I feel some type.
Hello, you try that one first, and I'll try this.
Yes, sir.
And then we'll swap it and see what's up.
Okay.
One thing I like is a cold cake.
Right, but it's not too hard.
It tastes perfect. I want to get a nice cup. I want to let you guys know. I want to get a piece of that icing.
Woo! Your mother.
Not my mom.
You'll slap your baker. You'll slap your mother. You'll
slap the baker.
Any other baker. That doesn't work here. It's crazy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you need to come here.
It's the consistency of it. It's nice, silky, and smooth all the way through. A lot of cakes sometimes they're dry.
Right.
This red velvet is super moist, and the Oreo flavor. He didn't skip out on Oreos.
He really did.
Listen, you know it's Oreos in this cake. And I want to order a cake. What's the move?
They have to find us.
You can definitely hit us up on all social media platforms: Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can always go to the website at bwsweetsbakery.com.
Phenomenal. So you guys got it. Make sure you find these guys on all social media outlets. BW Sweets. Go to the website. Order. You're trying to touch my cake. What? You're trying to touch. Make sure you go to BW Sweets. Get the goods. Order from this. Get the Fat Man recipes. The Cake Whisperer. And you have a hashtag too, right?
Yeah. Hashtag Get Sweeted.
Get Sweeted. Not get sweet. Get Sweeted. Because you're going to get over sweeted with this place. I'm telling you, I love it. Thank you so much for your hospitality.
Absolutely.
Letting us come in here.
You guys come in. Love it.
BW Sweets. This has been Let's Find Out. You know who I am. It's JT, the guy with the flame. I'm signing out. Stop stuffing your face. Have some self-respect.
I'm your boy Jay the Guy.
Come on.
We have to go.
Bad. Oh. Yeah. Get to the bag for real. I tell her don't worry, don't trip. Young nigga worry about a meal. I'm dressing like I got an M. My name in the mouth like a grill. I pill. I'm starving, I need me more meals. That money give me a thrill. I can feel the water my drip. Keep me a blunt on my lip. G37 my whip. I mash on the gas and I dip. My mind is going, it's racing. Niggas is down and hating. Hey, all of my people they waiting. Yeah, I tell them stay down, stay patient. Big gas, big whips. Make the money, do 10 flips. Big swag, big drip. On the road, taking big trips. Big shots, big. Put a little in the lead lock. Big J's, dead stop. All about the paper, need big knots. I'ma do me, just watch. I'ma do me, just watch. Tell them sit back, just watch. I'ma do me, just watch. Big gas, big whips, big swag, big drip, big shots, big thoughts, big J's, dead stop. A nigga so lit, that's a fan. I pull up and hop out the Hemi. We roll through the city on empty. The mission is get to the Bendy. Make sure that the family got plenty. A nigga so cold like it's windy. I'm mixing the Sprite with the Remy. I keep it so 100, no 50. Smoking no medical drugs. All of my plus show me love. What's in the bag with a dub? I'm dripping so much it's a flood. Made the red cop in my rug. She looking at me like a thug. I made a little in the club. She all in my ear like a bug. Big gas, big whips. Make the money, do 10 flips. Big swag, big drip. On the road, taking big trips. Big shots, big. Put a little leg lock. Big J's, dead stop. All about the paper, need big knots. I'ma do me, just watch. I'ma do me, just watch. Tell them sit back, just watch. I'ma do me, just watch. Big gas, big whips, big swag, big drip. Big J's, dead stop.
Queen City fame serving up at the mound. Make hits like the Panthers, pound after pound. Keep that southern energy, there's more to go around. Jay the God in the biz, and I'm coming for the crown.
They know my name in the Queen